No, all my past stuff. The truth is, I did want to see it just didn't seem fair. Why I'm not the greatest company these days? Okay, it's also because you said that you know, I think what you want is a girlfriend, and what I want is pretend interest. It just didn't seem fair to let you think it was something else.
Well, don't worry about being fair. Enjoy spending time. And I know you're not going to feel great in a day, especially after.
Don't you?
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah, but I understand that, Rachel hates me. He's really worried about her.
That still doesn't excuse what you feel.
I still get that. He's under pressure, but what I don't understand is letting that evil woman move in to John and Morlena's. I just don't get it. And I keep forgetting I'm talking about your sister.
Where Kristen is not about to win any popularity.
This doesn't make any sense. Moving her into the house?
Because they were trying to call 24/7. Sorry.
No, but it's just so absurd. I'm sorry, I didn't come here. I'm a little like problems on you.
I'm here for it. If you had breakfast, put out 8 hours for it.
It sounds great, but I'm like,
30 minutes. Tops. Tell you what, you have that we are at the breakfast buffet at the Villa Casa Casa in Miami Beach. And we will also pretend that neither of us has ever heard of him.
what? Always been mystified at Chloe's comment towards sympathy. Maybe because somebody is a fun concept to you. Yeah, darling. We were having a fight. No, honey, we were just waiting for Daddy. Oh, what should I say? Yeah, come to think about it.
All I need is let me tell you this. I'm doing what I think is best for my family. And I'll do it the way I'm asking you to trust me on this one. You know I can do to help you. But I don't want Kristen to my house. And I can talk to him how I want to. And I
This is already fun. Having a crap.
you want me. I don't want to.
Well, don't expect me to.
I'll get you. If you give me one else, fire to be created here.
You know what? I find somebody to know it all. What? Right now? those years that I have here, I loved it. My stepmother, now if you had a whole Sarah, I've heard it's 2.2 homeowner. Now,
I know it's not, but I mean, this is what. I want to remind you that because I think it is that attitude makes moving on easier. Nothing you do in love is gone. But I'm here. I swear. That I feel about you will never change.
I've forgotten how to be myself,
Right? They're out here anyway. I know nothing is right.
yes, of course, that's right.
Great. How I always do.
Those are everything okay? I want you to know that I'm not I expect you to go through but you're not going to find it. No, after all those things, I'm not even patient. I'm asking you to accept what you accept what you cannot change.
we're not. You will always be Rachel's father. Go. Blackmail me. You're right. It's your last chance. Your best. I think 14 purpose. It's not clear. One, identity is all on. So it's out. Right. No, not here. Not now. Not in New York. Not there's nothing to know. How we are all the time.
She always likes you. What kind of costume?
You're right. You really love very much. Came back from the portion on top.
You know, it's not true. Just like the second episode is left. But I know it's a little papers and
You also.
it's worth it. Around.
It sounds like unlimited what are already
Go to the office.
going on. Maybe this year. Yeah, I was kind of waiting back and forth. I see. Um, yeah, well, it was just a thing. Yeah, we can get that rescheduled. Usually just middle of it. And Nicole, I am sorry.
Don't go on, you can talk to me now.
I'm doing what I didn't say
Listen to me coming up. No more skateboarding. That is one. Oh, my. Try this on it.
we know the process. Really, so results to how this
Yeah, but you're doing financial secret.
yeah,
I saw that you came and how much you was out for so long in your dad. Very happy that we found it. Oh, actually, I noticed that Tom is ow, that's what we're doing.
yeah,
Nicole asked
and I don't use it very long.
how is it bringing it art to anymore. Oh, that's what he said. And Rachel, is your name for Rachel? Right, yeah, we sometimes Stefan and Molly are my friends. Of course, and I think they hang out with Holly. He was great looking. How's he serving?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm surprised to see that I'm pretty progressive. I saw him next door and I don't know if they're fine.
Just like the show, actually, 3 minutes.
I'm sorry for whatever that was. Happy to meet you.
52 are worse. He's kind of
Oh, sorry.
exactly.
So it's easy. Trust me, I sorry. You messages, but I'm pretty fond of you. So I'll tell you.
You want to know, right? Yeah. You want to know? Feel like you get a, there's nothing like the fact that Well, apropos of forcing man to work here, I just ran into a little kid upstairs. Malachi, dad could have me. And he showed me one area. He said, you talked to, man, I miss that. Malachi. He's a cool kid. Yeah, cool. Best buds. So he was sticking around a little longer, maybe a 15 minutes. We stick around longer, and there we go. But I was just about to say, he's like, longer, you can always stop again. It's good luck. I guess actually what I was going to say, I was saying so because I really love it. I'll be, I like it. Yeah, got a return ticket there. Right. Thank you. I mean, really to be back. No, I was going to talk about it. Cross, fly, I'm sure I'm not the yeah.
My mind is going I'm glad you
Aside from my objective, which is revitalizing the magazine, I have to report that. I'm a young adult. I'm a nature for personally self-congratulating.
I will try on that. I
So, what's your return flight, huh? Yeah. Right. That makes sense. But you know your mom is happy if you leave with us. Wow, it is. Trying to, find a mom that you get there. But I was still trying to do that. What didn't I do? More like that now? I might have. Yeah, I don't know that she was having a nice time in my life. How could you put it like that? I never had a my mom is nice. It's her from faking marriage and call herself a missionary. No. no idea where your mother is. No. I said, man, she's okay. Well, she doesn't make sense. Not like it that a kid manages. I'll say by
The way your PR likes to plan that. I guess I should be surprised and have never done it. Tell me what. That you actually with whose money? Wasn't money. Now, the only thing I found out was your camp. I hadn't realized I was being scammed. I did all my return. And my client recognized it. I wanted to pull it up. I don't know what those words were. It was story. Yeah, I know it was life. Call me today. No, but I just want you. My father comes in with the election. I'm happy to have you. I know. I already agreed to have her come from the same. Somebody next time you up to get out. Probably not. You ready? Yeah, but now, but I told I was going to call right. I don't know how to do that without your help. So, Stephanie was far more than
Oh, yeah.
you know there's money. We have our own supermarket. We have our normal Dr. Wells. And of course you have your
Sending me out to go to college. You totally got to.
oh, all right. And that's about it. What is it about I heard you two talking about her.
What?
No, I didn't know you were
Well, it's regarding the fact that you are struck.
I was not sorry. You were in my room.
Yeah, I guess the problem is, because you're still in such a, you can stay on and go. And, yeah, I just, here's what I'm kind of, more interesting. Definitely don't want to was that will work for a reason. And I love you for it, but remember, video chatting all the time. You'll come visit, we'll come back here.
If you want to where you are.
Okay.
And
So are you still on track to get out of your house?
Yeah, but that's the power shit. If the money's not in there,
I know it's not like let go basic stuff. I think the fall in love with things there, losing him so suddenly, called by others, open truth. I know how to go to you, Mom. I know why I'm saying it was from one of our now. Come join us? Yeah, I'll be there. Like my mom put it on outside. So hopefully I might find a way to be able to. The Hollywood series. Hey, Joe. You know, what's wrong? Look, it's our kid. Congratulations. I don't know how you managed to get your hands on that spirit. Man enough, but it stays still for me. My garden, you ladies, never take everyone who wants to call it the American and not the people love secrets. It stands for much. Have I witnessed and seen the impact of what we do together?
we have talked to so many amazing projects.
Share the love going on now. I've been so worried about you. I knew something was threatening. You tell me that early on. Watching the face.
Well, that's my word.
I'm what you're planning. Where you stand. Anything. We shouldn't have
Well, I'm gonna have to sneak around much longer. You don't miss much about me other than
what you feel someplace. Try to walk. That's not. Oh, what is that? What I need to do? Why do you want? Maybe it's not. You know the company is something that you want to do. And of course, the structure has to be. That's all. Having the company back in the hands means everything. Having everyone get involved, you're actually working together. Means even more.
not know what your plan is. Should I just go like, why don't
No, I think we'll learn too many tools.
you keep searching for that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I really, I had a hell of a day.
Really? What happened?
I can't discuss the details of my case with you, but you hired Stephanie Johnson from Titan right now.
Yeah. Why?
Like I said, I can't go into details. Like to say, she's an incompetent line coach.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Yeah. But I didn't come here to talk. I can't handle it. Because I'll be honest.
Please. Oh, yeah. Hi. Listen, how do I message you? They are. You have to look to phone about that. You have to look. I don't have them in my hands right now. But don't worry, I'm working on it as we speak. Curious. Oh,
Yes. Oh.
and by that,
Working with eczema, we're used to this feeling. On your skin, get used to it differently. Oxalora. The treatment for mild to moderate eczema. Oxalora is proven to clear or almost clear skin. A significant reduced itch. Back. Oxalora is not a cream applied directly to your skin to help your skin feel less itch. Irritation is more relief. All without steroids, pills, or injections.
also works in the like it's continued or hepatitis B or C. Serious infection, skin cancer, blood clots, and with blood cell count occurs with osteoporosis. JAK inhibitors, serious infection, risk of death with lymphoma, cancer, and cardiovascular disaster. Those drug side effects were notable.
Discover the feeling of relief at your fingertips with Oxalora. A cream that helps calm itch. Yes, that's what it's called. Oxalora today.
And for cost of things, yeah.
Won't be a problem. I swear. I saved me a joke. Stephanie's old phone.
Yeah, Joey's not gonna be too happy about that.
Been back to Philly. The life of the farm.
You will be very glad. I feel like that might be in my mind. Cousin Angela is taking me right. It made it crystal clear that there is no room in the tri-state area to not be a princess.
Don't understand. I'll give what you are. The second life around. Please, please. Let me help you out first.
Okay.
Good.
There's just one thing.
It's hard to take rejection from powerful messages. And I realize you have to carry the Lord beyond. Look, Sharon, I am painfully aware that I treated you as we last time we were together, but I promise you this time things will be different. PJ, that means a lot to me. Really, I appreciate it. And honestly, I can only believe say yes to the offer. I already think I told you. I know about that. But the rest of it is that's just beyond. I told you they tell me what the future is about. Companies say they just plans and money after the election. One thing is how long will responsibility is. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want more responsibility. I'm just dipping my toe back in. And I need to choose how much I can handle there. And I appreciate that. Fine. can come back to the next. Look, PR from hospitality, and I was like, I just wanted to acknowledge that. Again, I said that I like working with you there. I'm not ready to take that. And I honestly, I don't really I can certainly understand that. If you're happy in your current job, I'm happy for you. But if you ever change your mind, you know, thank you. I really, yeah, so I'm okay, I go, no, but thanks. It would be far from my side. That's so crazy. Tracy, no, you feel every can of but I see the writing on the wall. You know that if you don't choose, going on, nothing to worry
Um, so I hear that you boys are determined to go back to Seattle.
about. Yeah, and Joey's not going to come stay with us.
I can explain. I don't want to hear it. Over and over again. You are showing me that you have control of the situation. All you've done is make me feel worse. What else? I'm just trying to feel blackmail with money. I thought if you know what was going on, such as the side of it. No, you just have to now. You're a woman. And I have no choice but to say it. I do it about I see my handsome and I can right. Well, how many times have I heard this press? I've been working 24/7 to fix it. I'd rather you work 9 to 5 and have to accomplish something. You said yourself, you pay her to do this for yourself. Thanks to you, I really don't know about it.
You think she wants to go outside?
In my house, I do that back.
I know. You just did it.
Now I can face my
Baby, do I have this trust for
listen to me, Tony Hawk. No more skateboarding. Because that is it. What? So what? Try to super excited about that.
I read this story of my cousin. She had the guy away. She was searching for this rare amethyst. She didn't even
I'm sorry. I really, I just don't think it's the first time I realized how put coming out and putting out all my chances of coming out of what was my Lord, what? That's right. You go, oh yeah. Not going to clients and their lives of you being by the time I'm coming to you, don't get off.
invited your mother to live with us without even asking her. She actually agreed. She didn't have a choice. And she broke the deal. She said, lost and alone. She is my mom. So now you want her to be our roommate.
Sure, I'm not doing the same thing.
And Griffin never imagined it.
My friend, it's hard to see you. It's hard to see you, but all along. One of those, this is not my friend, this friend is not the responsibility. Ask about realm. You find anywhere like that. I know that's why you're that's where we are.
You look like a jerk. Can I just get a sour gummy? You want me to come to work?
Not tonight. Maybe not ever. I just got tired. I don't know.
You know me. Don't take it all down. What do you want? You stop me.
What animal was it? Was determined to Can I talk to my son? And I decided to
That was your first mistake. These are for you. Me. I'm going to know these collection agencies are always track of you. These are all female collectors. You have to single one of them. Good job.
Paulina and fearful about our less than successful scam, I was thinking about what was realize that we right now. Someone did she fire me? She threatened me and my I'm sorry. No, I should even leave the apologize. I hired you to consult in SPR, and now I have no work for you to consult on. Jumped on board a sinking ship.
Mom is attacking.
Why?
If you already know brother EJ offered me a job and I'm down.
Okay. Call back and tell me you can win.
I don't want to call him back. I want the job.
Why not?
Because, sinking ship or not, I like working.
Why are you gonna say who it is? That's not what I can answer.
Don't worry, he'll move away.
Why not?
Alright, fine. I'll get rid of him.
Alex, wait.
What?
You can't answer the door.
Right, of course. I'll go from it. Mother, mother. You never explained why. Huh? You saw me last already. They were probably back in the Who knows? Maybe I won't. Either way, I can see that I got you. Like I said, they always laugh. But the day is gone by. Sure, I'll do this.
Actually, Roy already has a job.
What? Lawn care?
Matter of fact, what company does it?
You must inside. Got the problems? Or the cure?
No, unlike you, you actually every people. I don't care about that. All you care about is a little bit of that. You're so powerful and big. We want to go ahead and do what we need to. You're I see. Holly, ask the computer for a second round.
Well, like I said, my partner, respect will allow me to
On the bed. I keep buying. What you thinking? Yeah, they're like, oh, you should be there. You know what? No, you can't keep it on room.
I want you to get the town across the mall. I'm horrifying where
Wow. Yesterday, I was on this nurse had told me to use a oral medication that can keep my body right in its place and prevent those problems like that. That's a lot of future. Treatment for that all at once. That is potential.
well, do I really have to explain? I just watched you tell your dead how can you get there out?
Yeah. So
Why?
why? Well, good is an energy. Huh? I didn't want it in my life. So I took this back to Seattle. I was with him.
Sure. Yeah, go back to Seattle between your legs. To a plaid, country glasses, your girl.
I wouldn't talk about him like that.
You'll be fine. Not only does Dr. Hanson do without the rest of the season, while I learn my grandson.
That is right.
The package you just want in the morning.
Do I look like a lunch packing type?
No, you look like a stuff with the yours type. I guess you're making a decision time.
What's wrong with going to Seattle?
For starters, start with you're saying that you when you call on the yes. Maybe not.
Why not?
I don't know tonight. It cost you not to affect your holding on to the mind. I was very happy to check. Well, you can ask you when it cost you. Apparently, Jack is in town.
That was not what I saw my family. Mine was kind of question. Why did you make us that? I was looking at how much when I was out of my candy and how it's not exactly some. Why did you make Are they gone?
They are gone. Those loud angry granddaughter.
Could you decide if I'm going to go?
Bobby knows.
Well, it was time to kill her. Almost.
Almost.
So, my own fault. I decided to some kids for life now.
Well, we're working.
So much PR. I've only had sponsored clients before. I've got only really good chances to win out of them. Watch.
From off the top of my head. I'm right up the wire. Maybe an officer.
You have these little red.
That's it.
Well, I don't know. Not because you know everything that would come to them. But, yeah.
Um, to be clear, we have never been accused of being sexy or lit. Yeah? Actually, not lit. I mean, seriously, we named ourselves looking up home. Kind of lit, we're talking literal. Why is that number one site for booking accommodation? We love booking stuff. And it's just there to help you make the best of your vacation. Booking.com, booking.com. January 6th.
But there used to question about, okay, but I'm not sure that's automatic. You would, I'm not really sure the magic very much. Always not making one hair on your knee.
I think we
Gosh, why is it around the you just hate on the hostage. And they voted over and over for Nuclear Kevin McCarthy for Speaker of the House. But there's new information and new victims now of the suspect in the brutal killings of the four University of Idaho students. So we do want to begin with that major system known as an atmospheric predator is dropping massive amounts of rain across a wide swath off of California from Los Angeles to the Oregon border. Send guys are in short supply across northern California, where Mother Nature could drop more than
And maybe Florida tonight already wind up reaching 30 miles per hour. The good news is double with the worst of the storm is later on tonight. It will last more than 24 hours. Rain will be the biggest threat. And we're really already looking like this. Meteorologists are warning it will be cold and could be deadly. California has already endured a pandemic and is about to get even worse. In Sacramento County, there's a race to repair beach levees at this point. What is the risk? If that water comes up from high again, will it kind of flow or start out? Around Northern California, roads are flooded. Water rising so fast, his 84-year-old woman had to be rescued. And the prospect of more 3,000 PG&E workers fixing what they can as fast as they can. Today, the official issue a final price. This may be one of the most challenging and impactful wars to happen in California in the last 5 years. The jet stream now stretches across the Pacific all the way to Indonesia. The amount of water funneling straight into California up to 15 times the flow at the mouth of the Mississippi River. The problem, the ground is already so saturated that tanks can cause immediate flooding. San Francisco, already battered by record rainfall, the demand for sandbags is so high, the city has exhausted its supply. Was that spring out? Still fading out, with time running out. There is good news. More snow in California than Sierra Nevada in the past decade. The snowpack, vital to the state's water supply, impacted by years of drought, is now 174% of average, but below the mountain, a muddy map. And the night crews are really working against the clock to get things are five ways to the levee system. It's not really able to fix it before the storm arrives at all. With the rain already irritated like this, it's likely only get worse.
Thank you so much for your report. And from now on, where this severe weather is headed next, I'm going to hear all this question more from our partners at the weather. Nobody needs us.
In the Northeast, big storms are going on watching over our shore right now. It's one in a series of systems that will bring very heavy rain, flooding rain, possibly landslide, mudslide, and very strong winds. The amount of rain is significant from Southern California, California, and Southern Oregon could be up to a foot of rainfall. That's going to cause some serious issues. The one system comes through late week and then going into the weekend, the other system is on the way. But please, north we're watching right now, the winds are going to be strong offshore and onshore, could be as strong as 80 miles an hour.
Chris, thank you so much. Back here in Washington, it's the political storm and also representatives. The Republicans will both continue for a second straight day as Kevin McCarthy failed for the sixth time to be elected Speaker of the House and become second in line for the presidency. He has no cold killing on Capitol Hill with some historic predictions. 83 straight votes. A speaker has not been elected. A speaker has not been elected. A speaker has not been elected. The speaker's standing on the House floor, GOP leader Kevin McCarthy is still unable to secure the gavel. How are you get more the group of Philly chief justice lawmakers who opposed McCarthy came to law for easily nominating former Congressman Byron Donalds as alternative to one additional one. In a bid to boost McCarthy's chances, former President Trump asked Vice President Mike Pence to use social media to support the California Republicans. That is the sweet hardliner. The president to tell Kevin McCarthy that he did not have the votes that it's time to withdraw. He then set up McCarthy's supporters into a free. One name that has emerged as a possible backup candidate, McCarthy's deputy chief police of Louisiana, though it's unclear if he could garner enough support. Sure, it looks messy, but democracy is messy. In the meantime, House comparing drivers there from Capitol Hill where all the accidents, high traffic also. What are the implications of all this? What is the way out? Well, yeah, we're talking about what some of his traffic already made a number of concessions, so it's unclear what more he can give, but the implications are real. Studies are looking at the intelligence they can't get briefings on national security matters while the elected members are able to offer services. Okay, you know what? That is noteworthy. Culturally, thank you so much. Well, tonight in Cincinnati, Times of Hope, Buffalo Bill State, his uncle says the 24-year-old condition is moving in the right direction. Doctors have been able to lower the amount of oxygen he is receiving from his ventilator. 2 days ago, John is outside the hospital.
Hemorrhage remains in critical condition. His team, the Buffalo Bills, says his condition is improving. His uncle says the Bills' safety was receiving 100% oxygen from a ventilator that has now been cut in half. One and Uncle Bill got a vaccine. NFL team is still fresh. The briefing today, league executive Troy Vincent thought that here. My greatest fear has flashed in front of me, but for the grace of God, DeMar is still here, he's still fighting. Today, Biden was asked about the danger of professional football. Here's Benji. I greatly understand the around the country support for Cameron continues to grow. Buffalo Bills win on Niagara Falls, and a GoFundMe has started to raise charity for the injury is now approaching $7 million. It was back to work for NFL teams. The Bills' through practice was closed to the media. Bengals head coach Jack Taylor spoke to many in football when he talked about the road ahead. We have to move and focus for example, at the same time. You don't have to move past this. That is something you want not just Chris Carter understands better than most what Hamlin and his family are going through. The Hockey Hall of Fame defenseman was stopped after he was kicked in the chest with a puck during a playoff game. You feel for him and hope there's no more in this tough time. President Biden called Hamlin's family today. They reportedly spoke at length after the NFL. They spoke for the first time about Monday's postponed game. And while no decisions have been made, we are told that all options are being explored. All right, thank you so much. Well, and Idaho, the man accused of killing 4 college students will soon face a judge after being extradited from Pennsylvania. And there is also new body cam video of 28-year-old Brian Koberger being pulled over in Indiana during his cross-country trip to his parents' home for the holidays. It was the first of 2 police stops in just 9 minutes. CBS is down at 5. Tonight, Brian Koberger is on his way to Idaho to face 4 first-degree murder charges for assassination involving Master Logan, Dixon Nodal, and Dixon. Koberger was seen in these photos obtained by TV's just hours ago after the police was traveling one when they stopped the unknown individual. The murder suspect set to arrive a little more than 24 hours after waiving his extradition rights for the courtroom. The published a video that hearing Casey Barr describes him as calm and intelligent. He's an ordinary man to me. I see no distinct characteristics in easy to talk to. He's aware of the situation. The Washington State University PhD criminology student could appear before an Idaho judge within the next 48 hours. Once he does, a probable cause affidavit which details the evidence against him could be released to the public. Dave Roy is a former Idaho attorney general. He has no association with this case. This is not but what we are importantly trying to do here now in Idaho is preserve the defendant's right to a fair trial with an impartial jury. Koberger was arrested in Pennsylvania last May after appearing in a BBC passenger car to track the trip with his father to their family home. Newly released body cam footage shows law enforcement pulling Koberger over a one of 2 traffic stops during that trip. The judge who will be hearing this in Idaho has placed a gag order on any person involved with the case. It's unclear when Koberger will appear in court and if that document will be made public. Nora, Idaho says thank you so much. Well, in 48 hours, we'll have more on the case in the Idaho words. That's this Saturday at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central. The mastermind behind the college admissions scandal was sentenced today to can modify Iranian drones. So what you're looking at here, all this is all down to the basic Russian unity. Ukrainian drone specialists often capture shows ships aside. The local Louisiana one, a Swiss company. So without this ship, the thing doesn't know where to fly. The same kind of ships are coming inside smartphones, tablets, cars, potentially anything used with satellite navigation. But in Ukraine, Russia is using them to tap into GLONASS, Moscow's answer to GPS. Ukrainian lawmaker Yaroslav Yarshin said that six American companies produce GLONASS compatible ships. Microchip technology, Taylor, Arizona, that's my hometown. So to be clear, civilians are being killed. To what we can do, we can so now is it none of the American companies agreed to interview or answer whether they do business in Russia. You watched the maker of the Swiss Germany solve that they cut ties with Russian companies at the start of the war. But CBS has seen recent customs reforms that show components from the US and Europe are still making it to Russia today through distributors in third-party countries. The microchips are go indirectly to Russia through China's regulation on those countries. So you think that countries like China are laundering this technology for Russia? Of course, yes. The companies argue it's intended for civilians, and that doesn't stop Russia from using it to kill. If this company wanted to murder, what would you tell them? I would tell them that you can really want to see the world killed. Chris Lipson, CBS News, TV.
Well, tonight, abortion rights advocates are praising a new FDA rule that for the first time allows retail pharmacies like CVS and Walgreens to provide abortion pills. Patients will still need a healthcare provider's prescription, but the medication can now be picked up at drugstores instead of a clinic or doctor's office. It will expand abortion access in most states, except in the nearly 20 states that have banned or limited access to the pills after the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade. Terrifying car crash that initially appeared to have a miraculous ending has now led to the largest located details. My go-to is to look at the dramatically expressed. When you look at the difference, primary weather to be a love for sight.
Want to return?
Why why am I coming? You can join the battle to save lives by supporting children's research hospitals. Join Sage with your debit or credit card for $90 a month and we'll send you this Sage. Sage is only possible because of the people who donate. You're saving children's lives. You're keeping families together. You want to see that? Please call and go online right now and become a Sage partner. Wondering what actually goes into their motivation and use of them. Innovation, organic, and harmonization. abuse. Investigators believe Dr. Gomez intentionally drew off the Pacific Coast Highway, claiming at least 250 feet to the rocks below. First responders said it was a miracle that the dog was life and two children all survived without life-threatening injuries. Tonight, the FBI is asking for the public's help and raising the reward as agents search for suspects who planted those payphones near Republican and presidential headquarters the night before the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Investigators are now offering $500 million information leading of the suspects being here on surveillance video, dressed in a gray hooded sweatshirt, face mask, and Nazi shoes. Southwest Airlines is trying to make good for its holiday meltdown that left thousands of passengers stranded. We'll tell you how. Husband of Hollywood, HR positive, negative breast cancer from Ricky Long. He's gone. So long as found your time. Long live dreams and long live construction of the women who love writing and love and construction helps preserve quality of life. We are not just living, we're living well. Long live I see about selling and long live life. Hi, my parents. I lost 50 pounds on the road and I cut off for over a year. It was so easy that the weight had come off. That's real. Solo work. I still can't believe that I am. Southwest Airlines is offering an apology and reimbursement to passengers who were impacted by its recent operational meltdown. The line is offering 25,000 for oxygen airfare to those who have their flights canceled or delayed by more than 3 hours between and January 2nd. A little girl has been making accomplishments in that ability. Now, first, your job description slash hire. Well, when you first that's still recovering from her brain surgery and side effects of that surgery. She has a
Eventually went to work at the with ambulance crews for fire crews and was going on. Everyone was in that. We had the car interview short with cars there. On his way, declared on the underpass, first responder on this very street, hit two balls. Very good. When the importance of clear streets of snow is underscored by the sheer columns. So early Tuesday morning, emergency responded 194 candidates, 57 snow vehicles, and 30 crashes.
And that's the Highway Patrol has also been busy for detecting 20 people for driving around barricades on closed interstate. Many passengers ended up getting stuck in snow anyway. Now, both I-29 and I-90 are fully reopened.
Finally, the snow seems to be tapering off a bit. Let's check the anyway. See the was so bad. Yeah, it's been a few late snowfall today. Since midnight, after 44 minutes, very much. Ducking behind the black hill. That's what now goes heavy to like snow showers and showers. But again, those things are outside. Like, oh, balls, 5.5 feet. The best part will be to tell that because we'll have a lot of time with sun and balls. 5:20 for northwest breeze, at least 20 to 27 with sunshine. Relatively mostly sunny, 35. We're at key temperatures below normal. It's the upcoming weekend here in Eastern Carolina. But next week, we start a warming trend. It's hanging on for a while. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
Warming trends with a relative warmer temperature. Crews in Cook County are still digging out less than 2 feet of snow in some areas. The emergency manager says this week the number of calls from stranded drivers is 5 times higher than a typical snowstorm.
We have about 20 to 25 missions we call them as far as going out and people out there.
Digital reporter Justin Jackson took a look at what conditions are like in three vehicles on I-90 and took an update original online now.
Well, it's not like into digital and to fall. The heavy snow is going to have a lasting impact to the streets. After the plow to the road, they will be there all this frost because of the sheer amount of snow. So, like Tom Hansen has what to expect and what advice officials have for drivers. More than 12 inches of fresh basic is already on the ground in the city. With this, there's only so much plows to do to make room. Lanes are getting narrow. We're going to go from 4 lanes to 2 lanes to 1 lane. They've all with snow and his snowblower around, helping friends clear up their driveways. He says the residential streets are narrow and filled with snow. You can watch a lot of people get stuck. They just get hung up, they get high area. They just get in right, and they want to start speeding their pretty much stuff. So those streets are super narrow. One-way traffic, one-way that somebody can turn before you go because, one way is kind of tight. No, it's narrow, but lots of stuff that makes it hard for drivers to see. Guy who says everyone can help by having a what's right. land use. This involves people expects to be removing snow from the city.
A lot of cleanup work is called for airport gates are back open today, more than 9 o'clock. First flight was around 11 o'clock this morning. Airplanes were guaranteed to cut out local travelers due to cancellations and delays. Well, the Seattle Regional Airport is back up and running after being closed Tuesday due to storms. Some passengers claim the working day hoping they're going to be able to catch their flight, while others have been looking for key flights home because of problems with Southwest. Kevin Johnson and his wife and his 9-month-old daughter were trying to fly from Phoenix to Nebraska. Other passengers at the airport today are dealing with the effects of this latest winter storm. The flight from the United States pilot was about when you're processing the pilot. Their previous flight was from Florida. It was also already now that the airport is back open. Airlines are working to get everyone back in the air in Seattle. Renee Keys, Helloland, so many headaches. The airport is reminding everyone they should check ahead of the status of their flight. While the roads are narrow and in some places they're still impassable, Great Bend Ski Resort was also reopened today for all of the skiers and snowboarders out there. The slopes are open until 9 o'clock tonight. The ski hill is closed today and tomorrow due to a mechanical issue. It will reopen. Around, that's why we call it. Beautiful new station now. For 24 months. Find out why. That's After that, you start picking up snow and hauling it away, then start with the downtown area first. Usually fall, very fall. Some of them do. Say a lot of people pull out their snow blowers and shovels and things inside the driveway, but all you should be cleaning up. You want to make sure you lay out the fire hydrants, your tools and access snow is already cold climates naturally, so there's really a lot of use to farms like this. The farmers can play and it's really quite easy to do a bunch of kids. And that's today is beautiful right now for some we're able to do it. It's their first experience with snow. One of the new red wolves came up from Texas this fall. A little bit of a shock. You were out there today to the store or your kids out there? To the store. They're close to the public right now. So much. Yeah, they almost like us. Dogs really less nice sizes. The rest of us, yeah, but if you don't all that stuff. Looks like right now out of 21st Street in Sioux Falls, traffic's moving along okay. We're close to lights. Hopefully pushing through there. Well, we don't expect more accumulation in Sioux Falls. The area now very good. The weather advisory midnight for portions of Minnesota and Iowa, which is maybe an inch of additional snow at night. It's not the first time we are done with that. Warnings and all that stuff. We're able to downtown to Boulder now that it's still happening right there. Trying to get you along fine, places in the air. I guess 4/10 of an inch officially for midnight. That's a look down there. You can see the warnings in the air. 40 degrees over speeds at 15 miles an hour. Here's what's coming tomorrow. It'll be mostly cloudy here in the eastern part of Delaware and mostly sunny out to the west. Mostly cloudy. This is some great, particularly during the afternoon hours. There'll be a lot of clouds for sun. A high around 20 degrees here in Sioux Falls this weekend. 55 degrees in the sunshine. Then on Friday, mostly cloudy, like East Breeze and everything cloudy back our way. High 40s up to 2 this weekend. The 20s up to the west. And we're going to keep the door open. Yeah, here in Delaware. Probably talking is opportunity to see the west. Australia, probably talking again. Opportunity to see the west. So, through the weekend, drive home, and then this for next week, and here's the good news, we're going to throw in forecast. It's also going to be a warming trend kind of week. In fact, we expect temperatures to normal by 35 weeks. Well, they're averaged by the following weekend, which is January 14th. So, lighter, but we just right now, yeah, I mean, it's very colors and lighter. You see, that's kind of what we have right now. So if you want to be on one side, and the forecast, really nice hours. Right here, you're not expecting a situation. No, nobody's there. You're not going to have them here. It's in the tomorrow is going to be mostly cloudy.
At finishing plays. He is so good at capitalizing against defensive backs. Two, it seems like Harrisburg thought they had this game won in the second quarter, and they've kind of just played along thinking, we got control of this game, we got control of this game. And now they're only up 3, and we'll see how they handle. I bet it's going to be a heavy Gavin Ross, and let's try to finish this game out. But they've put themselves in a position now where this game could go either way.
Peyton Hagee drilled the extra point attempt, 2 of 2 tonight, 38 of 41 on the season. Great shots replay of that 86-yard catch and run for the touchdown for Ryland Satter. Overall, his 14th touchdown of the year, the 26th touchdown pass for Bennett Dannenbring, and it is a 20-17 game that has largely been dominated by Harrisburg. It is the battle for the number 2 seed in next week's state quarterfinals. This is the regular season finale. Harrisburg has controlled most of the game, but that's what O'Gorman can do. That's why they score 42 points a game. They can strike at any time, and that can get you back in any game.
Well, and they just hang around. I mean, they just hang around. It seems like they've made bad choices, but Harrisburg hasn't capitalized on them. They haven't taken advantage of them. They haven't work to try to run the clock out. They get the ball at the 2-yard line, and they think, let's throw, rather than giving it to our battering ram and run this clock out. And because of that, O'Gorman is right back in this game.
Dylan Elrod has thrown a couple red zone interceptions for Harrisburg as they were trying to march toward touchdowns. Curtis is referring, it was a couple drives ago, it was a while ago. And Harrisburg getting an interception near the goal line and getting the ball at the 2-yard line through 3 passes, punted right back into the wind to O'Gorman, and the Knights were able to score easily. 35-yard drive, 2 Satter plays, 1 catch and 1 touchdown run, filling in for the tailback Maverick Jones, and then he gets an 86-yard score on the next drive. And so back-to-back O'Gorman touchdowns, 4:39 remaining, 20-17 Harrisburg lead. Hagee kicking off for the Knights, left to right, wind behind him, and that's angled out of bounds. That landed out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. And so Harrisburg, with all the momentum against it, and still a stealth offense averaging 35 points a game. Gavin Ross has 120 yards tonight, and the Knights give it to them at the 35.
One part, though, too, is I don't think Coach White was expecting to have to give the ball 20-some times to Ross tonight, and that's kind of the way this game has gone, and they're going to have to continue to give him the football.
And really, the swing play of this game was the first of the game. It was the opening kickoff. O'Gorman fumbled it at the 26-yard line. Harrisburg would score 7 plays on a Gavin Ross touchdown later. Tigers with a 20-17 lead, 4:39 remaining. On the road at McEnany Field, near packed house on a beautiful night. 1st and 10, Harrisburg at its own 35, looking to seize back control of the game. Elrod handing it off to Ross, right side, tries to get around the edge. He does. He gallops over a defender across the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard gain before he was tackled, and you heard some big bellows from the Harrisburg fans on the far sideline with the way Gavin Ross ran with authority on that first down.
And he jumped. That used to be a penalty in high school. You couldn't jump to try to avoid defenders. But Gavin gets so many guys going for his legs, trying to shoot right at his ankles because he's so tough to bring down. He jumped over the defender there, and everyone was excited about that.
I'm running out of space on my stat sheet for Gavin Ross, 25 carries, 130 yards. 2nd and 3, Harrisburg at their own 42. Right to left, hand off to Ross, right side. Good pursuit by O'Gorman this time. Coming up, Sullivan Schlimgen, the linebacker, was the first guy to reach him, and it just barely brought him down as he tried to lunge ahead. Now, the gain was of about 2 yards. He's marked at the 44. It'll be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 6 coming up. 3rd and 2 coming up. Clock has stopped with 3:46 remaining in the game. O'Gorman has called a timeout, trailing 20-17.
Well, and shocker, 1st down Ross, 2nd down Ross. Now you're 3rd and 1 or 2. Huge for O'Gorman here. I think everyone knows who's going to get the ball. Can you make a stop here? It's funny, though, when you get backed into a corner and what you know best, that's when you finally do it. Whereas compared to the rest of the game, you try to get tricky and fancy when you think you have the game won. Now that there's a sense of panic, Ross. That's why I thought last year, even though they had Jacob Knuth, I thought Gavin Ross was the MVP for them. Because if you watch their games, anytime they got in trouble, then they would start going to Ross. And then once he established control of the game again, then Knuth would come in and start spreading the ball around again.
He's Curtis Riggs. I'm John Gaskins. When Curtis isn't walking over and enjoying Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill on the west side of town, he likes to drive over to the south side, have himself some Urban Chislic, the place to watch your favorite game with friends and enjoy a full menu of terrific meat dishes. Urban Chislic, located at 85th in Minnesota, right in front of Walmart. Off the O'Gorman timeout, 20-17. Harrisburg lead, 3rd and 1. Tigers at their own 44. Right to left, a lot of noise at McEnany Field. The number 2 seed on the line. 3:45 remaining, 4th quarter, and an interception at midfield. Angling to his right, across the 40, taking blockers 30, and tripped up to the 29. That was Hayden Gross, his 2nd pick of the game. The 3rd interception for Dylan Elrod, and O'Gorman with 3:37 remaining. Once down 17, now down just by 3 and inside the Harrisburg 30. I think I know what's coming. I think I know what you're about to say.
I'm really trying to hold back here. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. Gavin Ross has 130 yards tonight.
And they've had no chance of stopping him. I mean, that's unbelievable. You know what? Yeah. I mean, it's what's kept this game interesting, though.
Yeah, sometimes it speaks for itself. So here come the Knights, down the entire game, trailing 20-17 at the moment. 3:37, 4th quarter. It's noisy here. 1st and 10 from the 29 of Harrisburg. A throw to the left side. A short catch is made. Team defense from Harrisburg takes down Sullivan Schlimgen, who has his first catch of the evening on the far hash, is at the 25. That's a 4-yard gain and a team tackle.
Well, and the question for O'Gorman is how do you get the ball to Satter? I mean, that's your guy that's making all the plays right now. How do you find a way to get him the ball, or even in a one-on-one situation?
Satter has 5 catches, 190 yards. Dannenbring has thrown for 259. 2nd and 6. O'Gorman inside 3 minutes in the 4th quarter from the 25, and there's pressure. Dannenbring rolling back, throwing right. Catch is made. Peyton Hagee in space at the 20. And it's taking 3 different Tigers to finally take him down on the near boundary at the 19. A 6-yard gain near the first down stick after Dannenbring had been rushed about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
An unbelievable throw. This is a great throw by Dannenbring. He's making a play here to get away. It looks like he's throwing it away. Hagee does a great job coming back to him, but he throws that one on a rope.
Wow, 2.5 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. O'Gorman mounting a comeback, down 20-17. First and 10 at the Harrisburg 18, left to right near hash. Dannenbring throwing left. Satter catches it in traffic. Boy, he is corralled early. And yeah, that ball fell to the ground. I couldn't see it from here because so many Tiger defenders were engulfing him immediately as the ball came near. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10, and the clock stops with 2:20 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in hindsight, it would have been a great chance to use Satter as a decoy, fake that screen, and just send 2 guys vertical. They would have been all by themselves fighting for the ball because Harrisburg, I think all 11 guys were flying to Satter on that play.
It was 14-3 at half. It was 20-3 going into the fourth quarter. Now it is 20-17 Harrisburg off the 3rd interception of the game. The Knights have it 2nd and 10 at the Harrisburg 18 near side. Left to right, Dannenbring rolls left, throws to the back of the end zone. It is incomplete in double coverage. Back corner. Satter was the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd and 10 for O'Gorman. Great coverage.
Yeah, it was great coverage, and it was tough because O'Gorman, Coach Poppinga, had to roll Dannenbring to his left where he couldn't get as much on his throw. If he could have rolled to the right, he could have got going downhill, made a better throw, but it was good coverage too. Tough decision though. You know, they tried a 44-yard field goal. Now they're not going to try a field goal here.
Well, yeah, 3rd and 10.
Oh, third down.
3rd and 10.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
He made a mistake.
Good eye,
3rd
John.
and 10 here at the Harrisburg 18. Left to right for O'Gorman. Down 3. Harrisburg showing blitz. Dannenbring rushed. Backpedaling, looking downfield, throwing right side to the sideline. Incomplete. Well right of his intended wideout at the 15. Again, the rush came from several guys from Harrisburg, and so now comes the 4th down. Peyton Hagee, the field goal kicker for O'Gorman, is 3 of 5 on the season. He is 1 of 2 tonight. He has made a 25-yarder. He has missed a 44-yarder. His long make this season is from 30. So this is from 35. It would be his longest. It would tie number 2 Harrisburg with 2:08 to go in the game. A 35-yard attempt with 10 miles an hour of wind behind him. Left to right as we see it. It's down. It's kicked. It's hooking. It's no good. Wide left. Harrisburg hanging on. Still up by 3 on the road with 2:04 remaining.
Yeah, it was tough. It didn't really have a chance. He hooked that. The unfortunate part was O'Gorman got in the mindset of we got to get first downs rather than thinking they could just work their way down the field there. They tried that with the screen. It got shut down. And then after that, it was let's constantly try to throw for first downs. And Harrisburg just started to blitz to put pressure on Dannenbring.
Wow. After all this momentum for the Knights, they've had just some major league plays from Ryland Satter as they have all year to get back-to-back touchdowns in the fourth quarter to cut a 17-point lead to 3. They get an interception at midfield. They make a little progress, but the Tiger defense holds them. Now, O'Gorman with 3 timeouts remaining. Harrisburg with 1 for what that's worth. 2:04 left in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers 1st and 10 from their own 20. And a quick handoff to Ross off the right side. And once again, we've called the name a lot tonight. Sullivan Schlemgen is the first guy there to greet Gavin Ross for a short gain. Again, Gavin Ross, first game back since a week 1 injury. His back's been hurt and recovering all season. He has 26 carries for 130 yards tonight. That was a 1-yard loss, and it is 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and I'm betting
1:30 remaining.
Elrod will not be throwing the ball. With O'Gorman only having 1 timeout, they're going to hand off and make them use that.
Tigers from their 19, their own 19. Shotgun set. Elrod, hand off to Ross, trying to get around the right side. Breaks through some tackles. Out of bounds. 1:14. Now the clock, it keeps rolling, so I don't know if he was marked. That was the far sideline. Looked out of bounds. The clock stops with 1:11 left. They took an extra 4 seconds off that clock from the whistle, at least 4 seconds.
Well, and I'm not sure why they said clock. I mean, Ross clearly went out of bounds.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I wasn't watching the refs. I heard the whistle. It looked out of bounds from here, far side from us. And they're showing the replay on the scoreboard here. And they're freezing it. It's just hard to see with all the players flying. It looked like his forward momentum was definitely out of bounds.
Yeah, he goes out of bounds.
And at least 5 seconds went off the McEnany Field scoreboard here. Which, by the way, if you're O'Gorman, I mean, wouldn't you want that time?
They don't want to have to use the timeout. They want the out of bounds clock stops on that, and that's Coach Aaron Beavers, who's won quite a few state championships as an assistant. He's wondering, like, hey, how do we miss this, fellas?
Yeah. So, by the way, yes, O'Gorman, it says 0 timeouts on the scoreboard. So, did O'Gorman call a timeout?
Yeah, they had to use the timeout.
There we go, okay.
The official that Ross ran out of bounds in front of signaled to keep the clock going.
Yeah.
The only way that would happen is if his momentum was completely stopped, he stayed in bounds, and then someone shoved him out of bounds. But it looked like on the replay, he just jogged out of bounds.
So O'Gorman is out of timeouts. Harrisburg has all 3 of theirs. 1:14 remaining, 20-17 Harrisburg lead. 3rd and 10, Tigers their own 20. Rush up the middle. Elrod lost the ball. It's fumbled. It's picked up by the Knights at the 10. They're going to score. It's a touchdown. Nathan Ratzlaff picked it up off the turf. And O'Gorman with its first lead of the game with 1:07 remaining. 20 unanswered points by the Knights in the 4th quarter. Almost all of them set up by turnovers by the Tigers. And the blitz came from Shannon Poppinga's defense, and their leading tackler made the scoop and score. 23-20 O'Gorman with the lead, and a monster PAT coming from Peyton Hagee, who's missed a couple field goals in the second half. He is 37 of 41 on the season. Snap, hold, kick, boomed on through. 67 seconds remaining in the battle for number 2 in the state playoffs. Here's the replay. If you're watching on metrosports.tv, Elrod had to keep it. He was being tackled. Ratzlaff was right there. Touchdown Knights. Scoop and score from about 10 yards out. 24-20 O'Gorman with the lead.
Here's Coach White is thinking, let's just get in our quarterback's hands and just run a little bit, get the clock going. They have no more timeouts left. The problem is you're making your quarterback become a running back, and he's not a running back. Just give the ball to Gavin Ross, who's the stronger, more physical back, will protect it. It's one of those things when you ask someone to do something they're not accustomed to doing, they're not going to do it very well, and that's what happened right there. Unbelievable.
I have to pick up my head off this table and put it back on my neck after it's.
But it seems
so
like
hard.
There's been multiple moments like this.
Yeah.
3rd and 1, they throw a pick. I mean, it's just.
Harrisburg ran it up 20 to. I can't remember if it was 20 to 3 or 20 to 10, but they ran 3 times from their own. They passed 3 times incomplete from their own 2. Gave O'Gorman an easy short field to get back into the game at 20 to 10. It was 20 to 3 at that point. They threw an interception to midfield that set up another O'Gorman touchdown. Actually, that set up the missed field goal. Mm-hmm. Set up a missed field goal. The Knights have an 86-yard touchdown connection from Dannenbring to Satter to make it 20-17, and then the scoop and score Ratzlaff 24-20, 1:07 left. Here's the kickoff. Hagee, left to right, wind behind him, end over end, bounced. Oh, it's fumbled a little bit, but picked up on the 10. Angling right, 15-20. Trying to break toward the sideline and tackled at the 21 was Harrisburg's Trevor Weedy. 1:01 remaining. Harrisburg now down by 4.
Well, and in high school, they have a lot of time here. They got 3 timeouts, which is golden right now. And then the clock's going to stop every time they get a first down and move the chains. It'll stop when you go out of bounds, at least we thought. And then with weapons like Carlson and Tryon, I mean, they got a lot of time, and they can get down the field in a hurry here.
61 seconds. Is that going to be the eternity that Curtis Riggs talked about? There's some weapons. Max Carlson and Titan Tran, 2 of the best receivers in the state. They're going to need him on this drive. 1st and 10, Harrisburg from its own 22. High snap. Elrod being pressured out of the pocket, trying to run for it right side, trying to run for the sideline, and he got there. He eluded a couple tacklers near the 20 and then made it out of bounds to the 25. It doesn't get a lot of yards, and now there's 55 seconds remaining. That was a big run by Elrod under pressure after the scoop and score just a few minutes ago.
And he's not very elusive. I mean, that mobility is not his strength. Great job right there, though, avoiding. And look for Coach Poppinga to always try to mix in a blitz from somewhere. It's not going to be the same guy every time. He's going to bring it from somewhere, though.
Harrisburg trailing O'Gorman 24-20. At O'Gorman, 2nd and 7, their own 25. 3-step drop, deep ball down the middle of the field. That is picked off by the Knights at the 40. Returned to midfield and sliding ahead to the 47 is Samuel Marsh. O'Gorman captures the 5th Harrisburg turnover of the Knights. And the Knights, who are down 20-3, are 46 seconds away from victory.
And that one's just a state of panic and throwing it downfield. Rather than thinking we have time to work our way down the field, let's try to get a big play right here.
Yeah, there were no Tigers in the area code. There were 3 Knights there. Marsh did the honors. And by the way, O'Gorman came into this game. It would surprise me if they were not leading the state in turnovers forced. 22 on the year. They have 3 interceptions tonight. That's 15 on the year for the Knights. And a defense that gives up 24 points a game and had Harrisburg piling it up on them for most of the night. Gavin Ross with 130 yards. Elrod has thrown for nearly 200. And yet, the Knights both opportunistic and causing turnovers. And holy smokes, what has happened? 44 seconds remaining in the game. And after a 2-yard loss on O'Gorman's first down, after that interception near midfield, the Knights up by 4 see Harrisburg call their first of 3 timeouts remaining. This is not necessarily over. That's where it at least helps that Harrisburg has
the
timeouts.
way tonight's gone. And O'Gorman, remember, they lost their center earlier. I mean, you're just hoping for a bad snap here, but I mean, this has been one of the crazier games that we've seen, especially this year.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some great battles between these two teams since Harrisburg joined the AAA ranks in 2019. We had just a bonkers game in bone-chilling 15-degree cold and sleet and eventually a little snow at Harrisburg a couple years ago, and the Knights won on a field goal and all of that crud, coming back to win that game. But in the battle for the number 2 seed, there's 44 seconds remaining at McEnany Field. 4th quarter, 24-20. The Knights have scored the last 21. Toss pitch out of the timeout, and it goes to Satter. He's trying to stay on his feet. Village, oh boy, he just keeps driving his legs, taking the pile across the 45 to the 43. Now that is about a 6-yard gain, and Harrisburg immediately calls the timeout, but that play was stretched an extra 4 or 5 seconds on the strength of Satter's lower body. 35 seconds now on the clock. Harrisburg down to 1 timeout after taking their second, still trailing 24-20, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
Well, you got to be careful, though, fighting for those extra yards. I mean, yeah, that is Satter's identity, but you got to think game management. And that's the thing in this game that we have not seen much of is game management. Right here, Coach Popping has got to take control and say, I love the effort, but you got to be smart here.
3rd and 6, considering Maverick Jones hurt on the first play of the game. That's O'Gorman's 7 yards a carry, 120 yards a game running back. Satter's been the tailback. What would you do? 3rd and 6. You get the first down, it's over.
I could care less about the first. If you get the first down, great, but I still want to use the clock and make them use their timeout. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, it's 2-down territory. Harrisburg has 1 timeout remaining. 3rd and 6. O'Gorman up 24-20, 35 seconds remaining in the game. From the Harrisburg 43. Bunch set. There are no wideouts. A lot of guys in the box. And the quarterback, Dannenbring, trying to take it himself up the middle, and he is able to plunge ahead the massive bodies to the 41. About a 2-yard gain will bring up 4th and 4. Harrisburg calls its final timeout with 31 seconds remaining, trailing 24-20.
Now, I wouldn't want to give a team the ball right here. I wouldn't want to give it to them right here because in high school, you know, that could be 4 passes, 3 passes, and you're in the end zone because the chains are going to stop. When you go out of bounds, they're going to stop when you get first down. You got time. 30 seconds from midfield is not a lot. I mean, we've seen Mahomes get to midfield with 13 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, to give 30 seconds here is a lot. So you got to be very careful here on what you choose to do.
It has been a wild one at O'Gorman. The Knights trailed 20-3 going into the fourth quarter. They have scored 3 touchdowns, 2 of them off turnovers, a scoop and a score, and another one off an interception. They lead 24-20. Harrisburg has taken its final timeout. The winner of this game is the number 2 seed in the state playoffs, which means they'll get a home game in the semifinals if they get past their opponent in the quarterfinals. And the Knight defense finally back on the field. 4th and 4 for O'Gorman. Bennett Dannenbring, they want to get a little risky and throw. He's thrown for 265 yards tonight. 4th and 4 from the Harrisburg 41. O'Gorman, if they get a first down, is the ball game.
They only got 10 guys on the field.
Rolling right. Dannenbring trying to keep it himself off the right side. Dives ahead. It's close to about the 38. He needed the 37. It is short. The clock stops with 26 seconds left. Harrisburg gets the ball back and has a chance to still win this game.
OG only had 10 guys on the field there.
Wow. Well, they do the safe thing at the very least. 24-20. O'Gorman with the lead in the last 21 points tonight. This Harrisburg offense has been turnover heavy, but they have a chance. They start this drive on their own 39. McEnany Field, big home crowd on its feet, making noise from the near side hash. Elrod rolling right, throwing right, complete. Max Carlson midfield, racing out of bounds at the 40. He slides ahead. That is a 21-yard pickup, exactly what Harrisburg wanted to do, and the clock stops with 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. I mean, and O'Gorman's in a major prevent. You look here, they're 35 yards downfield, and there's huge pocket windows that Harrisburg can just get a first down even and stop the clock.
First down for Harrisburg at the O'Gorman 39. 20 seconds remaining, down by 4. Shotgun, Elrod looking left, throwing. It's incomplete. Middle of the field at the 28. Carlson had to dive for it. He was wide open. It would have been a first down and would have stopped the clock. Instead, there's 16 seconds remaining, and it'll be 2nd and 10 from the OG 41.
Yeah, I mean, their best defender, Hagee, at the 10-yard line is doing no good because they're not throwing down there. He's the opposite. They're trying to double-team Tryon is what they're doing, but he's playing a 40-yard cushion.
2nd and 10 Tigers, 16 seconds remain. Elrod rolling left, 3 receivers over there. He dumps it to one of them, caught at the 32, angling left out of bounds at the 26. Carlson has caught 2 passes for first downs on this drive. That is a 15-yard pickup, and it'll be 1st and 10 with 10 seconds remaining. No timeouts left for Harrisburg, trailing O'Gorman 24-20.
Well, and now you got chances to go for the end zone here. I mean, O'Gorman's got to think about, we got to get to Elrod before he has a chance to throw. And then I would also be double-teaming Tryon here. Do not let him get free.
Yeah, he has 4 catches for 92 yards. 2nd down, 1st and 10, Harrisburg at the 27. A throw toward the goal line, up for grabs, tipped around and incomplete. It falls in the end zone. Tryon was in double coverage of Peyton Hagee and also of Henry Theobald, and 5 seconds remain in this game.
This is where I always feel like defensive coaches should have a defensive formation that's different, what an offensive lineman has never seen before. Put 2 guys clear out on the edge on each side. Guards aren't going to go flying out to them. Bring those guys on a double-edged blitz, and an offensive lineman, they won't know how to adjust.
This is probably it. 5 seconds remaining. O'Gorman up 24-20. Harrisburg, 2nd down from the OG 27. 4 wide right, but it's a throw to the left toward the 5-yard line. Up for grabs for Tryon. He dropped it. It's incomplete at the goal line, and time has run out. The O'Gorman Knights have come back from 17 down in the fourth quarter to beat Harrisburg 24-20 and secure the number 2 seed in the state playoffs. It snaps Harrisburg's 7-game winning streak. And that was not wide open for Tryon. He was in coverage, but
Yeah.
tell us what happened on the last play.
Well, they just tried to throw it up to him, and he just about got his hands on that ball. He did a great job. He has such good body control. He shielded the corner off and tried to get it in between the corner and the safety, Hagee, but it would have been a spectacular catch, so good effort.
Wow. We have to take a
what a
deep
game.
breath after that one. The Knights score all 21 points in the second half. The Tigers are going to have that bus ride toward the outskirts of Sioux Falls and beyond, and they're going to have a lot to contemplate. And meanwhile, these two teams are fixing for a fun semifinal game should they get past their quarterfinal opponents in next week's first round of the state playoffs, because now O'Gorman is the number 2 seed, Harrisburg is the number 3. For whatever it's worth, the Knights will be back here at McEnany Field for that semifinal rematch in 2 weeks if they both win next Thursday. And look, Harrisburg brought, it felt like the entire town. They filled up the far side grandstand. So, you don't really know how much home field advantage matters, but confidence matters, momentum matters. And O'Gorman's got that now because of this entire fourth quarter.
Well, I think it's just another game of where O'Gorman finds a way to glue together some type of team that goes out there and makes plays. And the coaches did a great job of finding ways to get their guys the ball, getting Ryan Satter the ball, Dannenbring making some plays, and then defensively, they played really well. They did a great job because it's a defense that's beat up also, but offensively, they did just enough. Defensively, they played outstanding.
The O'Gorman Knights take a team picture. The student body, as you could see on metrosports.tv, was rushing onto the field, and they had to be thwarted off and stop in their tracks to allow the picture to be taken. And then once it was snapped, then they go. Then they greet their champions. And Bennett Dannenbring, the quarterback, stood over everybody just a moment ago as all the students on the field, all the players are on their knees to do a prayer. Meanwhile, Harrisburg in their huddle about 20 yards away. Brandon White somehow wrapping his arms and his words around what just happened. We'll try to do the same thing on our Midco Sports postgame show, Fox Sports 98.1 and AM 1230. And next on the Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill postgame show, after a 24-20 O'Gorman come from behind win in the regular season finale on metrosports.tv and dakotanewsnow.com.
Car wash.